Hello dear students. Today we'll start with next unit, that is facts. In first unit we have covered brief introduction related to semiconductor devices, how the power is transferred in AC system, how we can control the transfer of power in AC system. There are different means by which we can control the power, that is nothing but by controlling the excitation of generator, then by connecting shunt capacitor bank, connecting shunt reactor, and by using tap changing transformer or regulation transformer. Now, unit number second deals with FACTS controller. So FACTS is nothing but it is semiconductor devices which are used to control the power in AC system. So FACTS is an acronym for flexible AC transmission system. They use power electronic control device to control power flow in transmission network so as to increase the power transfer capability and enhance controllability. So in first unit, we have studied the power transfer in parallel lines, and we can control the power by different means, and the basic means was by using impedance or by controlling the impedance. Second method was by using HVDC network, and third method was by using FACTS controller, and fourth was by using tap changing transformer. So if we compare all these four methods, HVDC, then FACTS controller, and transformer, that is tap changing transformer, were the superior methods in which we can use the transmission line to its highest capacity, whereas there is drawback in case of impedance, that the impedance overloads the line and there can be voltage collapse in case of impedance control. So all these drawbacks can be removed by using the HVDC controller, FACTS controller, and tap changing transformer. So this is one of the advantage, that by using the FACTS controller we can control the power transfer to its capability and enhance the controllability. The concept of flexibility of electric power transmission involves the ability to accommodate changes in electric transmission system or operating condition while maintaining sufficient steady state and transient margin. So by using this controller, there is flexibility for operator to control the power transfer, which is absent in case of simple networks. A FACTS controller is power electronic based system and other static equipment that provide control of one or more AC transmission system parameters. They are nothing but voltage, current, frequency, load angle, etc. So all these parameters can be controlled using FACTS devices. FACTS controller can be classified according to mode of their connection to the transmission system, and they are classified as: first, series connected controller, where we can control the voltage; shunt connected controller, where we can control the current; combined shunt and series connected controller. So these are main three classifications of FACTS controller, and there are various subparts in this types of controllers. So the basic applications of FACTS devices are power flow control, increase of transmission capability, voltage control, reactive power compensation, stability improvement, power quality improvement, power conditioning, flicker mitigation, interconnection of renewable and distributed generation and storages. So main advantages of fax devices are we have complete control over the power flow in transmission system or AC system, where we can control the voltage, we can control the current, we can control the power angle, etc. So by controlling the voltage and power angle, we can control the reactive power. That means using fax devices, there is possibility we can compensate reactive power. So it improves the profile of power system, and when the profile of power system is improved, that means our power system is in stable condition or steady state condition. It is also these fax devices are also used for improving the power quality. That is nothing but it reduces the harmonics. So these fax devices are mainly used for mitigating the harmonics present in the system. Fax devices are nothing but semiconductor devices, and we have already studied that if we increase the switching number of switching, we can reduce the harmonics. So in fax devices, we have semiconductor devices. By controlling the switching of these fax devices, we can control the harmonic content present in the system. That means it is capable of improving the power quality. Power quality in line with conditions the power. Power quality, flicker mitigation is one of the parameter in case of power quality, where we have voltage sag, voltage swell, and so on. So by improving the power quality, we can also mitigate the flickers. And the last, that is interconnection of renewable and distributed generation and storages. This application is one of the best application which has become possible due to use of fax devices. So we can have interconnected system. Nowadays, there is mainly use of renewable energy, where the power is generated from renewable energy such as solar, windmill, etc. And this power generated is connected to the grid, and this interconnection has mainly become possible due to use of fax devices. So basic types of fax controllers are, in general, fax controller can be divided into four categories: series controller, shunt controller, combined series controller, and combined series shunt controller. These controller are nothing but which we have discussed in first slide. There are three main types, that is series, shunt, and combined. Now this combined part is divided as series and series shunt controller. So mainly there are four categories: series controller, shunt controller, combined series controller, combined series shunt controller. So the figure shows a general symbol of fact controller, which is nothing but semiconductor device. Here we have used thyristors. Here it might be IGBTs, MOSFETs, etc., where they have gate terminals, and by giving the control signal to this gate, we can control the turn off and turn on of this semiconductor devices. And by controlling this turning on and turning off of the semiconductor devices, we can control the power flow in AC system. So first, today we'll start with first type of controller, that is series connected controller. The static series synchronous series compensator, or it is S3C or triple SC, static synchronous series compensator, is static synchronous generator operated without an external electric energy source as a series compensator, whose output voltage is in quadrature with and controllable independently of line current for the purpose of increasing or decreasing the overall reactive voltage drop across the line and thereby controlling the transmitted electric power. The S3C may include transiently rated energy storage or energy absorbing devices, that is nothing but reactive compensation devices, to enhance the dynamic behavior of power system by additional temporary real power compensation to increase or decrease momentarily the overall real voltage drop across the line. So in case of series connected, we can control the voltage, and just by controlling the voltage, we can control the real power, that is active power, as well as the energy absorbing devices are connected. That means it can control the reactive power also. So series compensators are capable of improving or controlling the active power, that is real power, as well as reactive power. The series controller could be variable impedance such as capacitor, reactor, or power electronics based variable source of main frequency, subsynchronous, and harmonic frequencies to serve the desired need. In principle, so this is one of the principle of series controller. In principle, all series controller inject voltage in series with the line. Even a variable impedance multiplied by the current flow through it represents an injected series voltage in the line. As long as the voltage is in phase quadrature with line current, series controller only supplies or consumes variable reactive power. That means when the voltage and current are in phase, series controller only supplies or consumes reactive power. Any other phase relationship will involve handling of real power as well. So series controller serves two possible applications, that is controlling of reactive power and controlling of active power. When voltage and current are in phase, it controls the reactive power. When voltage and current are out of phase, it can also controls the active power. The thyristor controlled series compensation is offered by an impedance compensator which is applied in series on AC transmission system to provide smooth control of series reactance. So there are many different methods to control this series controller. First method is by using the impedance control or thyristor control series compensation, in which impedance is controlled, and by controlling the impedance we can control the reactive power and active power present in the AC system. Thyristor switch series compensation is offered by an impedance compensator which is applied in series on AC transmission system to provide stepwise control of series reactance. Thyristor control series capacitor is capacitive reactance compensator which consists series capacitor bank shunted by thyristor controlled reactor in order to provide smoothly variable series capacitive reactance. So these are different method, that is by controlling the reactance we can control the series compensator. So we have inductance present in the system. So if we control the inductance, we can control the series controller. We have capacitive load, that is nothing but capacitor bank. By controlling the switching of capacitor bank, we can control the reactance. And by controlling this reactance, we can control the flow of power. Next type of series controller is thyristor switch series capacitor TSSC is capacitive reactor compensator which consists of series capacitor bank shunted by thyristor controlled reactor in order to provide stepwise control of series capacitive reactance. Next type of series compensator is thyristor controlled series reactor TCSR is an inductive reactance compensator which consists of series reactor shunted by thyristor controlled reactor in order to provide a smoothly variable series inductive reactance. So, in case of TCSR, inductive reactance is controlled, and in case of capacitance, capacitive reactance is controlled. Thyristor switch series reactor TSSR is an inductive reactance compensator which consists of a series reactor shunted by thyristor controlled reactor in order to provide stepwise control of series inductive